Dallas Police Chief David Brown just celebrated 30 years with the Dallas Police Department. The Dallas native and UT grad sat down with Clarice Tinsley to talk about all the changes on the force he's seen since 1983.
How much has technology, social media, changed what police officers do?
I used to call in my reports to a clerk to type, because, you know, typing was something that you didn't think of law enforcement having that as a skill set. But now all of our cops type their own reports on their laptops in the cars. And so they'll pull over and they're typing a report. 30 years ago, where I was encouraged by bosses to get out of the car and go talk to people, or roll down your window when you're driving through neighborhoods so you can hear what's happening in your environment. But not so much so now, the environment is not only getting out of your car and talking or rolling down your window, it's also tweeting. That's the environment. What are people talking? What's trending on Twitter today? It could be our department, something that was maybe misunderstood, or something that just needs to be explained further through social media. And we have to engage people where they communicate. So it's a virtual beat cop opportunity for us to talk with citizens.
Do you do your own tweeting?
I do. It's been a challenge because I'm so careful with not wanting to convey the wrong message. And you know, you send those few characters out and you can't take it back, even typos. I'm such a stickler. I'm actually a closet nerd. I really am. And so grammar is important to me, but that's not the big thing on you know, on social media. You really want a shortcut. I like that hair, man.
Thank you.
We interact with people in every avenue, in every medium that we can, so whether it be social media, whether it be at coffee shops, whether it be at a high school event. We have to be much more engaged with people in a positive way and not just react to a 911 call. Your parents come to see you?
Not here, but the tournaments.
They do? That's the best part, man, when your parents come see you fight. It makes you a little bit more nervous, though, right?
Nah, it makes it feel better.
It's such a proud generation of the transition over 30 years this generation of cops have made. Starting in '83, not much diversity, not 100% positive, obviously a lot of negative with the community engagement with law enforcement. You know, our cops arrest over 60,000 people a year, but our county jail only holds 6,000. And so we have to be smart about how we engage. We can't arrest our way out of it, and so we have to prevent. We have to use technology. We have to be on the front end of crime.
How do you do that?
We engage young people much more in positive ways.
Is that the biggest difference between policing 30 years ago and policing now? Yes.
I think in my career at the very beginning, it's how many arrests you can make was how you were judged on whether you were a good cop or not. And I think the transition has been, you know, how effective can you be at preventing crime from happening in the first place? And how can you engage neighborhoods in a positive way in order to partner with people rather than be perceived as an occupying force, something to be feared. The very main thing I really love about being a police officer, and the reason why I've stayed in law enforcement so long, 30 years now, is the fact that you can make a difference in a person's life. You actually can impact a neighborhood based on the policing efforts that we have to put forth in order to be successful.
When you started as a rookie, did you ever think you'd have a 30-year career?
Absolutely not. I was coming here, passing through, thinking I wanted to be a lawyer, right? So this was kind of my training ground, and I was going to try to go to law school here at SMU, and fell in love with my neighborhood was my first beat.
Which one?
It was my Oak Cliff neighborhood there, right near South Oak Cliff. And my high school was on my first beat.
So it was very personal for you?
Very much so. You know, my mother lives in the city, and she didn't live on any of the assignments or the beat assignments I've had, but I've treated neighborhoods like if my mom lived there, how would I want to protect the neighborhood?
Chief Brown tweets about high-level law enforcement issues, the good and bad that happens in the Dallas Police Department, and things happening in the city of Dallas. You can follow him on Twitter at DPD Chief. Clarice Tinsley, Fox 4 News.